but also I think can help push that creative economy forward. I don't know. That's one of the things that I'm super passionate about right now.
Well, having an algorithm like that could really help. Like one of the things that Spotify does really well is suggest new music.
Yeah.
So if you like a certain, I love how they do that. Where if you like a certain kind of music and you develop these playlists, they'll start recommending you music. And I found out about so many different bands that I would never know about before. I think it's really the thing that gets people with algorithms is that algorithms today have this negative connotation to them, and people there's a lot of argument that algorithms cause dissent and cause arguments and cause strife, and that people are focusing only on the things that upset them. But the real problem with that is that they're not taught how to think and focus on things, because what the algorithms pick up on is essentially what are you spending the most time on? Well, if you're spending the most time on carpentry and parasailing and deep sea fishing, that's what the algorithm's going to recommend to you. Like my friend Ari, he went through this experiment where he only Googled puppies, and he only.
Okay, so I'm really frustrated with Joe Rogan's this podcast. The reason I want to make this video is so he has somebody who's a leading technologist, Mark Zuckerberg, who is the founder of Facebook. And instead of asking him the questions and that he can explain to us, okay, the role of the algorithm, all right, the implication that they have, the impact that it has on people, you know, he's just. Joe Rogan is trying to explain to us the algorithm. We don't want to hear you, buddy. Okay? You have somebody who's leading in a technology. Okay, why are you trying to explain to him? He already knows it. So you have to ask the questions, all right, so that he can explain to us what algorithm is, all right? And it's a very late. I mean, it's very. I don't like the way he instead of just letting the person explain, putting the questions forward, and he's tried to, I don't know, for some reason, make it easier for the person, even before the person starts. He said, the algorithm is very difficult and this and that. So, I mean, we don't want to hear that. It's like planting the seed before even the person speaks about the topic, all right? So pose the question, ask the question, and the person will be able to explain to us, you know, what the algorithm is. Why are you making it easy for the person to say, oh, you're right. You know, there are some very, you know, difficulties about algorithm, you know. Facebook, we've been, you know, having issues. This is not the way you frame it. Okay? It's like telling, I don't know, I don't want to take, you know, an extreme example, but it's like inviting a hooker, all right, who works, or a prostitute who works on the street, and saying, you know what? Instead of asking her how life is difficult for you, you're going to say, oh, you know what? Life is very difficult, you know. Raising children, having a household, you know, working like anybody else, all right? Life is very difficult. I can't even understand why you are doing this. So the hooker will say, you're right. That's the point, right? That's the point. Life is difficult. So this is not the way you frame the question, okay? The way you frame your question is, why are you working on the street? You know, why not have a regular job like anybody else? Then the person will be able to answer us. Okay, we need questions from that person. And the thing with Joe Rogan is, we don't want to hear your opinion. All right, you don't have the expertise when it comes to some of the issues, some of the topics. We want to hear the guests that you bring in. We want to hear their expertise so that we can learn something from it. All right? You're just, a comedian is just talking. Let the person speak. Let the person explain to us, ask the question. Instead of just making it easy for him, we know all the controversies about Facebook, all right? So, it's not about you. It's no longer about you anymore, because the reason I went and watched this podcast is because he invited Mark Zuckerberg, and I want to hear from him. And even though he has very controversial, some of the we hear on the news, but I want to hear what the person really thinking. All right, it's like inviting what do you call it, Warren Buffett, and you trying to explain how the investing is. We don't want to hear from you. We want to hear from Warren Buffett. What he has to say. Okay, ask him the question about what investing is. How can we invest? It's a very disservice the way Joe Rogan is conducting some of the interviews. Okay, let's listen a little bit further to see what's going on there.
YouTube puppies, and that's all they recommended him. Like YouTube videos was all just puppies, and he's like, see, like all this stuff that people are saying, like, oh, the algorithms are tearing us apart. Like, no, we're tearing us apart. The algorithms just highlight.
You see, he explains as if he knows the details. He's talking to technologists in front of him, and he explained as if he knows all the details, all the the back end of the problems. Okay. Let him explain it. So let's see how Mark Zuckerberg handled, Joe Rogan's explanation of things.
The things that you're interested in. It's not like the algorithm's some tricky program designed by the communist government to try to get you to argue with each other. No, you're arguing. You like to argue.
Yeah.
What is that? Does Mark Zuckerberg doesn't know about algorithm? This is crazy.
I think that the algorithms can also obviously be designed better or worse. So, one of the things that I'm pushing on a lot right now is there's this idea in designing.
You see, so he just he doesn't even take the if the question was asked in a way so that we can have more information. Now, it becomes kind of a very passing comment when there is something important that needs to be, dig on and explain further why the algorithm is causing all of this. Instead of asking direct questions so that the person can answer us, give us some insight, and then now we have a missed opportunity. All right? Now he's just, make a comment and move forward. It's a very, lazy way of asking questions. Whether you want to ask questions so that people that can understand it, or you just want to have a conversation, a silly conversation. Which one is it? All right, I'm tapping out. All right, these are my few comments about Joe Rogan. I listen to him sometimes because he brings some important guesses, and I wanted to hear about from those guesses what they can, explain to us. All right, instead of he's just talking explaining nonsense. We don't want to hear from you, Joe Rogan. We want to hear from the guests, important guests that you have, so that we can learn something from it. All right. So these are my few points about this interaction. If you have a different perspective, if you have a different comment, go ahead and do it. Thank you.